Good morning. It's Saturday morning. Actually, it's 12, quarter to 12, so 11:45 a.m. Late for me, but last night something came out and I couldn't make it, so today I'm doing the video. It's Saturday, the 4th of March. Time is flying. And I would like to tell you what I will be doing on the video. What do you see for Jered Kushner, Steve Bannon, meeting between Secretary U.S. Blinken and Sergery Lavrov from Russia? Do you see someone from Trump's family in prison? Food shortages. Will Hawaii be safe from the theater of the war? ET that I saw. Will Putin commit a suicide? Earthquake in Mexico and nuclear power in Ukraine. Those are my goals for today. I will be doing as fast as I can because I know I have only 30 minutes. And it's for entertainment only and for spiritual as well. Mostly for spiritual. So for entertainment, I will say that snoring is a revenge for a man, for a husband, to his wife. She's talking all day and then he's snoring all night. My poor husband, I'm talking all day and then I'm snoring all night. Somehow when I was sick with COVID and he's supposed to sleep separately, he was coming to bed at 2 o'clock. Good that he didn't got the COVID from me, but it's so odd that he couldn't sleep without me. And yes, I'm snoring. First, it was so hard for me to admit that I can do that. Okay. In a previous video, it was with Cheryl from March 1st on live stream because we are doing live stream. Some people don't know about this. So Mondays and Wednesday at 11 Mountain Time, we are starting live stream, and you are very welcome. It doesn't mean to be a member. It's nice to be a subscriber, so please click a subscribing button and subscribers button, and as well click on likes. That helps me to survive. So I said in that video that I had a message during my dream about, and it is 13 minutes and 25 seconds from the beginning of the video. I said Voldarene Hospital, Voldarene, something like that. It is Walter Reed Hospital that Biden was in, and they diagnosed him with a cancer. So I wonder if there will be a real fight for his life with cancer, if they will tell us. Because they were doing this 20 days before the biopsy, they removed and they did biopsy, but he was holding this message until now. And that's probably the reason he's not going to Ohio. His doctors are probably not thinking that it's the best idea for him to be exposed to those chemicals. Okay, so there was in India meeting of GOP 20, and Barbara and Steve Bannon, Lavrov from Russia and Secretary Blinken from USA, they met, and the meeting was only a few minutes long. Doesn't look too good. Secretary, and how was the meeting between them? And I see this as corridor life. That is a joke in Polish, that people who are divorcing, they were in love so much and then they have experiencing corridor love. being very nasty to each other when they have to pass by the corridor. So it looks like that was the kind of meeting between Lavrov and Blinken. Oh my gosh. But you know, the Secretary Blinken from USA. So I will pull 3 cards, how that, because there was quite a few things, but in 5 minutes you can't really do too much. Already video is 5 minutes long, and you know how hard it is to squeeze, and then handshaking and translation, it's not a productive meeting. They are not saying too much about this, so we know that that was something. Maybe there will be some reason to celebrate, but it's more about doing the dirty laundry, secrets, and it's all about how each country wants to feel safe, secure. So it's not that they are cooperative, everyone wants something for themselves. It's like in divorce. Each side has their own opinion, and each side wants to negotiate as much as possible. And so, okay, now it will be about Steve Bannon. He lost his cryptocurrency, and he started that cryptocurrency 1 year ago exactly with Boris Epstein, and both they call this cryptocurrency really nasty. FJB, Joe Biden, but this currency lost completely, 95%, and then they signed off themselves, so left those investors in the, but I'm not feeling too sorry for those ones, because they knew what kind of currency it was. So if they are using nasty words, it's not good, and it's not for entertainment. They were using those words for. And Barbara Luttel, what do you see for Jared Kushner? And I think he will have to show up. How did he get the money, $2 billion, and for what? So he will be going through, and he's not going to be loyal to Trump, because he is so afraid of prison. He has already everything planned how he can run away, but I think they will be able to stop him. So I will pull 3 cards to see how that will go, but I don't think he will be able to get away. He will, leaving he is prepared so well, and so Ivanka is. So they know that they have to have the avenue. My feelings was that they will be able to stop them, but they might not be able to do it. It's better if they pay attention before those sweethearts will run away. Not that I believe in their love, but okay. Ella Haas is the questionnaire. Do you see anyone from the Trump family going to jail, and why is, and for how long? And who is, and for how long? I think it will be Junior one day, that he will be driving under influence and he will cause some accident. So it can be really bad accident, and he will be pulled to, again, the same card. I hope they don't let them to run away. He will not, the accident symbol, and he will be charged, but not enough to but he might get out from the freedom, and he might go to prison, because it looks like he is going and he apparently is taking something to enhance his day of work. Maybe the same like Murdoch. No one knew about his ability to be under influence. And remedy. Right now, some remedy comes to my mind. If someone has very hot feet in the night, check if you are not taking too many painkillers, like even Tylenol. That can cause you to have your nerves might be having problems. So please be aware that that can be a symbol of damaged nerves when you have very hot feet. Another thing is when you have cold feet, the same opinion is you might have damaged nerves. That can be related to diabetes. That can be it is usually related to poor circulation. Both of those things, hot feet and cold feet. But cold feet in young age for young women can be a problem to get pregnant. That was my problem. My doctor, old-fashioned doctor, he gave me a remedy to put when I would like to conceive the baby, not conceive. He said, take a hot bath or put your feet in a very hot water with salt. Worked like a magic. Right away I was pregnant. So, and the 2 times that I got pregnant, the second time that was coincident that we went to the hot tub. And my sister-in-law, she was struggling with having a baby. I told her 2 months later after me, she was pregnant. So it's a simple remedy, but if you have cold feet and you are a young lady, can't get pregnant, check that one. Okay. Usually I'm giving at the end, but this time I remember now, so it's important to share that. Laurie Strait, will we have food shortages? With the weather like this, when there is so much snow, there will be floods. And the weather is so bad from one side of the continent to another, from top to the bottom. So it's better if people will start making those little gardens if you can, if you like gardening. I see that there will be even a lot of chickens running around the gardens. That will be legal. I don't think it's legal right now in some places. But that will be something that people will have their own eggs, their own chickens. I don't know if I will be able to kill them. And my dog might be running after chickens. I don't know if that would be a good idea. And I'm not a gardener. I wish, but I'm not. My husband can sleep in the garden whole season from beginning of the hot, warmer weather to the cold. He loves to be outside. So if you're one of those people who can have some little garden, that will be less expensive on your groceries. So, and it will be far better, far healthier. So that will be, I will put 3 cards about that problem. Yeah, around houses, people will be looking for doing something around the property healthier and safer. So, and saving money. So I think more people will be having a good time gardening. Roman and Tracy, they are already planning to have little garden on the acreage and chickens. Last year they didn't thought too much about chickens, but this time I think that they are saying that they will have chickens and fresh eggs, so I will have fresh eggs. Wisdom Guide, that's a questionnaire. Will Hawaii be attacked in the coming war theater in the Pacific? and something will be unsafe, not enough protection from the US, from the rest of the country, because it's part of US. So there will be time that they will feel vulnerable if there is any, but in the future there will be some problems. Eventually there will be some problems, and they will feel that they are not protected enough, cheated kind of. They will not trust that there is enough army for them, and they will have to spend more time protecting themselves. So there will be some problems eventually if China will start making problems in that part of the world. Rick and Sandy will hate. Could that image that you saw in the previous video, I was talking about this image when I had video with Linda G. Comanche. I have to remember that I can't hide my mouth. Linda G. Comanche, and I said this, he introduced himself as E.T. I still believe that it's not angel, even, he could have the wings put down, but to me it was E.T., it was see-through, and was like a drop of water, three-dimensional. So now I think it is my kind of E.T. And maybe that was that the next night he sent me the information about the hospital. And a couple weeks ago, I said on my video that Biden will leave the post without explanation. So there will be some reason for us to be worried about that. Okay. Harriet Howell, will Putin commit suicide like Hitler did? And I saw him being in the hands of devil. And the devil was looking like a Stalin. Stalin had the grip. So when Putin will feel that he is losing everything, he will do what Hitler did, ask someone to shoot him, or give him some poison. So there will be some reason for him and his beloved lady. For Hitler was Eva Braun. He wants to feel secure, but he is worried already about that. So he has plan B, where to run and how to even mimic his suicide. I don't know if he will be brave enough at the beginning to commit. Eventually he will have to. But it would take a long time, unless his illness will kill him before. Merly, can you check if there is any earthquake in Mexico City in 2023, 2024? And I see like burp. I'm not going to pretend that I can burp, but there is some nice ad on TV with the young boy is talking about his nanny that she likes when he's burping. It's nothing nice to like about earthquake, but I'm so worried that there will be so many earthquakes all over the world, more and more. So will there be but the burp, I saw the burp. So who knows how big it will be, but there will be something. You have to make more restrictions about the codes, how the houses are built. It will be somewhere where there will be a lot of gatherings, and people will have to struggle and fight and help each other. So there will be something eventually that will go. And again, Rick and Sandy will hate. How is the nuclear power plant in Ukraine functions now? Is it safe and contained? There is 4 plants. Even Chernobyl apparently has some working part of that plant. So they couldn't shut down. And there are 6 reactors in Zaporizhzhia. And some of them were shut down recently. The older nuclear reactors are on the south side of Ukraine, and they are all under control of Russia. So I saw someone shooting their own feet. If they are going to do that, they will be suffering as much as the Ukraine is. It's not that the clouds will be carried the nuclear disaster everywhere, so they can't really do too much. But he is like a crazy guy with a gun, Putin. So who knows what he will be doing, or his people, the Wagner's group. It will spread everywhere, sure. So they have to think about how when they are pushing too far, and they might never completely do it because it's the half work. So I think they will be pretending that they want to sabotage, but who wants to shoot themselves first? I don't think that will be the case. But there is a lot to be worried about the crazy guy with the gun. You never know what he is capable of. Okay. Yesterday I was watching a program about Navalny, his daughter. Beautiful girl. Very, very classy. Was talking about her father, and I think she's studying in San Francisco. It's the bridge, Golden Bridge. And looks like Navalny. They show for a moment his picture of him, and he is in solidarity confinement with his poor health. He went through Novichok poisoning, so his body is not as good as he would like to pretend that he is. 2 years ago he went to prison, but now he looks like he was there for 20 few years. He looks very sick. He looks very fragile. Big wrinkles. So he is not fat well. He is... I'm worried about him. I know I saw him on a wheelchair before, but Putin is pushing him down, maybe giving him some poison, and that's what Navalny was saying, that he is poisoned by the doctors. So poor guy, he is suffering. He is as brave as someone can be, leaving his wife, his wonderful family, wife and 2 kids, son and daughter, and fighting without even being able to fight. His just being there is the fight. But I wish he was staying in Germany and making more fuss than he's capable of doing when he is in a prison. That was my idea. So I would like to, and this is the new thing in Florida, Amoeba, Amoeba. It's brain-eating disease. And people got this by cleaning the noses. So if you have that device for cleaning nose, and some people use that because it helps them, always make sure that the water is boiled for a few minutes, because that person was using the water from the tap. And make sure it's the best way is to use distilled water. That way you are not causing yourself any problems. If it's in Florida, it can be everywhere else as well eventually, so must be horrific. Only 4 people out of 159 apparently survive. There was from quite a few years that they have that over and over somewhere. So be aware, and it's just as simple to use the cook water, not straight from the sink. And more Alexei Murdoch will be appealing for his case. He has apparently 99 cases against him. What a good citizen he was. So all his life he will be probably always pulled to the court and show up. So he will have some entertainment. Not the nicest entertainment that he will have. And I don't think this appeal will help him, but they are saying that he will do it. He probably have no money to pay his lawyers, so there is not that much that the lawyers will be really into it. Okay, I would like to pray for Navalny, for his strength, for his courage, for Biden's health, because he is... I'm worried about him, and that's my problem, but I think everyone is afraid that he can be sick any minute. Everyone who has that stress in life, it can be sick. And for Ukraine, that they will survive. I don't know how, but they need miracles to survive that overwhelming amount of power coming their way, especially now when China is helping Russia. And for the weather, what a crazy weather you have. And we always have the snow, so we are used to it in Alberta, Canada, but for you it is overwhelming, and it's not over yet, because when the snow will start melting, there will be floods, and that will be more devastating sometimes than the snow. So be prepared for that. Have some food, extra water, so you don't feel stuck. And we have to pray for the peace. So for Navalny, for Jimmy Carter as well, because for his easy departure, when he will be ready, that he will be able to make the decision that he is ready and he wants to go, but I don't want him to suffer. And Ukraine and weather and peace on the world. Thank you so much for watching me, and see you Monday with Cheryl. And on the 15th, I will be joined by Tracy instead of Cheryl, because Cheryl will have some doctor tests that he gave her. So she's going for some tests on that day. So Tracy will be with me, but not this coming Wednesday on the 15th. Thank you so much. And stay positive. If you can click the like and share the video, or share or just subscribe, and make sure that you have the bell. That way you know that you are informed, because being a subscriber not always giving you the privilege of being informed. Thank you, and see you next time. Bye bye. Stay safe.